Good morning and welcome. Today we're going to do a nice gentle flow. And we're going to have the theme of using a mantra to help us decompress and release all the tension and emotions and anxieties that may be present from all that's going on around us. As a reminder, since we're not in person, please listen to and honor your body. Not doing any pose or doing anything that doesn't feel right. Stop if you need to stop. Skip a pose and transition differently, maybe from tabletop to standing instead of downward dog. I will give modifications to add on, to challenge if you want to be challenged, or just the opposite, to make it your own. So let's begin. So, rooting into sit bones, coming into a seated position. I'm sitting upon a bolster. You have a blanket, firm pillow. If you have blocks or a thick book or something you can use to bring the earth to you, have that handy. And now just begin to settle into the mat. Reminding yourself that every time you roll out the mat, it is your private and sacred space. That on the mat, you can be free to let go of everything just for now. So gently, with kindness and compassion, settle in and try to quiet the mind as best you can. Soften or close the eyes and just start to connect to your breath. Inhaling slowly, allowing the belly to soften and round, the ribs to expand, and feel that breath just filling you up. And then pause for a moment. Just feel that sensation of fullness, of life-giving breath. And then slowly, gently releasing it from the chest, down into the ribs, down through the belly. And imagine as you're doing that, the tension, the worries, the emotions are just leaving the body with the breath and then melts into Mother Earth. And then start the cycle again until you find your perfect rhythm of breath for your practice today. Inhaling and filling. Really become mindful. Feel and think about every aspect and moment and sensation as the body fills. Experience it as if you've never experienced or noticed it before. With every inhale, filling. With every exhale, releasing, letting go. Continue with the breath. We're going to take about 3 more rounds of breath here. Fill the body. Let the body respond and release on the exhales. Take one more round of breath. And then I'm going to offer you, bring in a mantra, a series of words. I have 4 sentences that we're going to connect to our breath. I will say them out loud. You can say them out loud, or you can just listen, or you can think of them in your mind. And so it's going to work like this. On the inhale, as you begin to inhale, I'm going to say the phrase. And I want you to imagine your body filling up with the emotions, what the phrase is speaking to you, in your heart, your spirit, your mind. And then as you exhale, I want you to release out the opposite of the phrase. Releasing and letting go of tension, of worry, of anxiety. And we're going to do that for each one of the phrases. There's 4, and then we will repeat it a second time. So we will begin again by inhaling, soften or close the eyes, begin your inhale, feel that sensation, and then open your mind and your heart to receiving these words. May I be safe. Allow the body to fill with this sense of being grounded and safe. And then as you exhale, exhaling out any sense of insecurity, not being safe. And just feel it, those negative, worrisome sensations leave you. And then as you begin to inhale, may I be happy. Fill your body, your heart, your mind, your soul with happiness. And then exhaling out sadness. On the in-breath, may I be healthy. Fill the body with a sense of good health, well-being. And then as you exhale, exhale out any sense of illness, disease, not feeling well. Feel it leave you. And then on the next in-breath, may I live with ease. This sense of ease fill you. And as you exhale, exhale out tension, uncomfortable, underlying uneasiness. Let it go. Take a round of breath. We're going to do this one more time, and then we're going to start adding some movement to our practice. Inhale, may I be safe. Exhale out any insecurity. In breath, may I be happy. Exhale out any sadness. Inhale, may I be healthy. Exhale out any feelings of not being well. Inhale, may I live with ease. Exhaling out any sense of tension and uneasiness. Take a nice round of breath here. And then on the next in-breath, you can open your eyes or leave them closed. On the in-breath, start to bring the arms overhead. Lengthen. Exhale, gently twist to the right. So left hand goes to right knee, right hand behind you, twist on the mid-back. Pause and relax the shoulders, lengthen through the torso and the crown of the head, and just breathe here. And feel free to use any of the mantra, any of the words that we just spoke throughout the practice, if you feel compelled to do so. Take a nice big inhale, coming back into center and reaching the arms up. Exhale, now twisting to the opposite side, to the left. Again, feeling your body in this moment now. Breathing deeply. Releasing tension. Being present on the mat. In-breath coming back to center. We're going to do that twist again. Inhale, reaching to the sky. Exhale, twisting right. Maybe a little deeper. Maybe not. Just warming up and moving our spine gently. In-breath back to center. Exhale. In-breath, reach. Slowly, gently twist to the left. A little deeper, maybe, or not. Inhaling, coming back to center. Big inhale as we reach. Right hand to the earth. Lengthen the left arm and bend to the right. Keep the sit bones grounded. Again, just moving the spine in every direction, warming it up. Think about creating space and breathing into the space. Don't force, go at your own pace. In-breath, pressing into that right hand, rising, lengthening. Exhale, left hand, lengthen the right side of the body, open it up, create the space. Bend to the left. In-breath, slowly rise. Bring the hands to the heart. Big inhale, bring the hands forward. We're going to roll onto our hands and knees, coming into tabletop. You may want to pad your mat with a blanket. If you're on a bolster or a pillow, you want to remove that. And then come on to hands and knees. Once you arrive there, check your alignment. Knee directly over hip. Wrist directly over shoulder. And then pull that core in. Pull the navel in and up. That area just below the navel. Pull it in and up. And press gently between the shoulder blades so that you're not sinking the chest towards the mat, but away from. Take a nice big inhale as we move into cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, soften it, and then allow the chest to pull forward and up as you curl your tailbone. And then on the exhale, begin to press away, drop the head and tailbone. Hollow the belly as you round the back as high as you can. Pause here. In-breath back into cow. Exhale, rounding back into cat. Continue with your breath at your own pace. 3 rounds, complete rounds. Go according to what your body needs. Don't worry about anyone else. Go at your own pace. And become aware, besides the breath, feel what it likes to round that back and open up the vertebrae in the spine. Feel and notice the sensations of the belly dropping, the ribs expanding, the heart, the collarbone broadening. Become aware of what your body is telling you. Take one more complete round. And then come back to tabletop. Take the knees wide, big toes touching as we ease into child's pose. So press the hips back. And then lengthen. Press into the palms. Lengthen the torso. And then melt the heart towards the mat as you extend the arms. And bring the forehead to the mat. If this is too much, stack the forearms and bring your head to rest upon the forearms. Breathe deeply here, and once again receive the words of our mantra. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. Big inhale, rising back up to tabletop. Reset the body. Take a nice deep inhale as you extend the right leg behind you. Turn the toes towards the mat to square your hips. If this is too much, toes can rest on the mat. Press away equally in both hands. And then extend the left arm forward. Pull that navel in to keep balance. At any time, drop fingers or toes if you need to. For those of you who may want to go deeper, bend that back leg. Reach the left hand around, grab the foot, and then press foot into hand and lift up. Gently release. And come back to tabletop, wiggle the hips. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. And we'll go to the other side. Big in-breath, extend that left leg. Set the body, extend the right arm. Breathe here, lengthen. Create space. If you want to take the challenge, bend that back leg. Or not. Honor and listen to your body. Release. Release hand and knee. Wiggle the hips back and forth. And then we're either going to come into downward dog, or if that's not in your practice, puppy. So I'll demonstrate puppy. Knees stay right over the hips. We walk the arms forward, and then we melt the chest and head towards the mat. Notice how that gives you a nice, long, beautiful stretch in the spine, just the same as if you were in downward dog. For my downward dog folks, hands under, wrists under shoulders, curl the toes, maybe walk the hands out slightly forward, lift the knees, press the hips back, bring the torso towards the thighs, and then slowly straighten the legs, and that brings you into a perfect inverted V. Big inhales and exhales here. Walking the dog, bend the right knee, press the left heel, and then switch. Move mindfully. Don't force anything. Let the sit bones reach high to the sky. Find your breath. Gaze is at the legs. And if you're able now, rise onto the balls of both feet. Let the head drop between the arms, sit bones high, and then slowly let those heels sink. They do not have to touch. Take a nice big inhale, gaze to the hands. Start to walk the feet. Come on to fingertips, or bring hands to hips if you need to, and then come into a forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Let the torso, the ribs, the belly rest on the thighs. Bring the hands down, and the crown of the head hangs heavy. Breathe here. Kids come onto fingertips and sway, or take opposite elbow to opposite palm. Release the hand, shake the head yes. Shake the head gently no. And then on the in-breath, bring the hands, slide them up the shins, just under the knee. Press the tailbone behind you, engage that core, lengthen the crown of the head, soften the backs of the knees. Exhale, fold again, bend the knees. In-breath, round the back and rise to standing. Reach to the sky, exhale, hinge from the hips, hands to heart. Come back into the fold, soften the knees. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. In-breath, rise and reach. Again, exhaling, forward fold. Come into your halfway lift. Exhale, release, and we're going to take our left leg and step it way back, coming onto the ball of the foot. Bring hands to frame the foot, or if you have blocks, bring your hands onto your blocks. Wiggle that foot back so it's a big stretch, and then slowly release the knee. And you don't want to be directly on top of your kneecap. You want it to be just beyond. So that's why we have this leg is at an angle. Top of the foot comes to the earth. Take a moment here. You can even wiggle back and forth. Hip flexors are tight. And then bring one hand to the thigh, the other hand, and then dropping the tailbone and lifting the chest. And then if it feels right, take the arms to the sky. Big inhales and exhales here. Think about lengthening, always engaging our core, and of course breathing. We're going to exhale and release the left hand to block or mat and turn the torso, taking those right ribs up to the sky and then extending that arm. If you want to go deeper, bend that back knee and reach for the foot. Or not. Gently release. Bring that right hand to the mat and then bring it inside the right foot so that you can easily bring that right knee back into tabletop. We're going to come back into downward dog. You can go into puppy or you can just rise because we're going to repeat that on the other side. So into downward dog, puppy, or step to standing. Take a big inhale, walk the feet to the hands. Rise up, mountain pose. And again, big inhale, reaching for the sky. Exhale, hinging forward into a fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. In-breath, rise. Just pay attention, feel the body, breathe. As you exhale, soften the knees, hinge, let everything just float gently down. Bend the knees as much as you need to. In-breath, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And this time now release and take the right foot back. Root the hands on mat or block. Slide that foot way back. Listen to your body and then lower the knee gently. Remembering not to be directly on top of the kneecap, but slightly above it. Release that foot. Wiggle around if you have to. Find what's comfortable for you here. And then slowly, mindfully rise. Drop the tailbone slightly, which automatically engages the core. You can stay here or reach for the sky. Breathe, lengthen, feel grounded in the foot and back of the leg. Big in-breath. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Turn the torso. The ribs gently rotate towards the sky. Stack the shoulders. Notice they're stacked completely for safety. And bend that back foot and reach for it. You can. Exhale, release. Bring the foot. Bring it to the inside. Come back to tabletop and then take another moment in child's pose. Knees wide, hips back, heart pours. Breathe here. Take one more round of breath. Slowly rise to tabletop. Curl the toes. Press into downward dog or puppy. Take your gaze to the hands. Step once again forward into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften and fold. In-breath, rise. Hands to heart. Root into the earth. Relax the shoulders. Take a big in-breath, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Left foot goes back. This time we're dropping the heel on a 45-degree angle and heel, toe, the right foot slightly to the right. We're headed into warrior one. So get the foundation, the feet right. Hands can come to the hips, rising up. That front leg can straighten for a moment. Bring the chest forward and then bend that right knee just over the ankle. Drop the shoulder, the arms into the shoulders, and then slightly turn the pinky fingers towards one another. See how that engages the shoulders, and then root firmly into both feet as if you're trying to rip the mat in half, pressing the right foot forward and the left foot back. Hug the muscles of the thighs towards the bone, engage that lower abs. Exhale, releasing the hands, either clasp them or grab forearm to forearm. Big inhale, press knuckles or arms towards the earth as you lift the chest, and then exhale, humble warrior. Bow forward, root in. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Pour out all that will not serve. As you slowly begin to rise, release the hands, let them drop and swoop forward, coming back into your warrior one. Strong, peaceful warrior. Take a nice deep inhale. Release the fingertips. Step the back foot to meet the right, come into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. In-breath, rise up and reach. Exhale, back into the fold. Halfway lift. Right foot back. Drop the heel. Heel, toe that left foot. Make sure that you have your foundation. It feels right to your body before you rise into your warrior one. Sink into the pose. Tweak the feet. Breathe. Lift the heart. Engage the lower abs. Root firmly into both feet. Hug the muscles of the thighs towards the bone. Feel your power. Feel your strength. Be in awe of the body and how it works together to support you and keep you strong. Big inhale. As you exhale, release the hands. Clasp them. Open the heart. Press the knuckles towards the mat. And then exhale. Humble warrior. Move slowly. Make sure you're grounded in your feet. Keeping the pose. Keeping the legs steady. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Go to your comfort level. You don't have to go super deep if that's not feeling right for your body. In breath, start to rise and release the hands, swoop them forward and then up, back into your warrior one. Big inhale, exhale, frame the foot. Release that back knee. Bring that left hand in, release, and bring the left knee into tabletop. Press back into child's pose. Breathe. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. Take a nice deep inhale. Slowly rise. Coming back to tabletop. And then either curl the toes and come into downward dog or just rise up to standing. You can use your blocks if you have them, whatever works for you. This is the last downward dog, I promise. Take a gaze, walk the feet to the hands, soften the knees, hands to thighs, come to standing. Or just rise to standing. Take a moment here and now get grounded with the feet. Feel the feet rooting. Lift the crown of the head. Feel it lengthen the torso. Engage the core. As we come into tree pose. And depending on your practice, and if you've been practicing a lot and you have another balanced pose that you prefer, feel free to go into that pose instead. So first get grounded, tighten the core, hug the ribs inward, relax the shoulders, and then start to shift the weight into your left leg. Soften that left knee, the back of the knee. And then find your expression. Kickstand, calf, or bring it up to the upper thigh. Just don't press on your knee. Or if you're choosing another pose, move mindfully. Remember to breathe, find that focal point. Once you feel grounded, steady here. Maybe take the arms overhead, grow the tree. If you're in tree and this is an easier pose for you, you're used to it, maybe sway the arms, play, add any challenge that you need. Or if you need just the opposite, safety, hand on a wall. And then release. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Other side. Again, prepare, root into that right foot. Find your focal point. Engage the body, engage the torso. Pull everything inward. Remember the breath. And only when you feel grounded and the weight is into that right leg, then find your expression. Do so without judgment. Just do what you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Focus on breath. Concentrate on your movement, on how your body feels. Let the tree grow if it can grow. Embrace the wobbles. Use a wall. And then gently release. Wiggle the hips. Take a nice big inhale, reach up to the sky. And then exhale, we're going to come down onto the mat into a seated position. So you can just come down in any fashion. If you have a yoga squat in your practice and want to do a yoga squat, turn the toes slightly out. Take the feet a little bit wider apart. Have knees in the middle of the foot or toes and the knees tracking for safety. And then start to press the hips back. Ease into it. You're noticing I'm not rushing. I haven't been in a yogi squat in a while. So you see how I'm easing in. I'm pausing, allowing the muscles to gently release. And if this is too much, don't do it. Yoga is about honoring and listening to your body and doing no harm. Not about having a perfect pose. Release the hands and gently sit down. Extend the legs forward. Find the sit bones. Sit nice and tall so you're not rounding that back. Notice the difference. Lengthen. Think about pulling the crown of the head forward. Pull that lower abs in to support the lower back. Flex the feet and take a nice big inhale. Reach long. Soften the knees. You can even put a blanket under the knees, especially if you're tight in the hamstrings or lower back. Take a nice big inhale. Pull the navel in and up to create some gentle space, and then hinge forward, just like a forward fold. Just hinge. And just go maybe a quarter of the way. And then pause, because I find that my body starts, the first reaction is to tighten up. And so I'm pausing. I'm taking a few rounds of breath to allow my body to have this sense of being safe. Its reaction is to protect me and tighten the muscles. So then it sees that we're safe. I take another inhale. I even lift a little bit. I lengthen. I hinge forward. I'm leading with my heart. I'm reaching. And I go maybe a little deeper. Or not. Maybe that is your edge. And that's okay. One more time. Just pause. Take a round of breath. Big inhale, lengthen a little bit, reach, and then just find your expression. And by that I mean your body will tell you this is it. So then let the arms just float down. Let them land where they land, on the mat, on the shins, on the ankles. I have long arms, so my reach is different than someone who might have a longer torso and short arms. And then just breathe here and allow the torso, everything to melt towards the legs. Don't force it. Just allow. You can now round the back. Let the head drop. Breathe. Nice deep inhales and exhales. One more round breath. Slowly begin to rise. Sit nice and tall. Gently soften and bend the knees. Bring the soles of the feet onto the mat. And we're going to lower onto our back, so make sure you have plenty of mat behind you. You can hold on, hands under the thighs, on the shins. You can bring the hands to your side, and you can extend them, engage the core, but try to move slowly, mindfully, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders and head come down last. And then just sigh out a nice sigh as the back body, the head, the shoulders sink into the mat. Hug the knees into the chest and gently rock side to side. And then extend the left leg long and let it rest on the mat. And then gently hug that right knee in. We're going for a supine twist, so let the right arm come out to the right, palm down, about shoulder height, a little lower, and then take that left hand to the outside of that right leg. You might want to move the hips towards the right, and then we're going to just slowly come into our twist, guiding that right arm. We want the shoulder blades to remain on the mat. Again, finding your edge, so maybe you can only go part way with the legs so that you can keep the shoulders. You're twisting around the bra line from the mid-back. Gaze can be to the sky. If you want a deeper stretch, you can look at that right hand. If that's too much, don't do it. And then just let the body surrender into this twist. Find your breath. Notice where you're holding tension. Can you soften? Can you allow? Nice deep inhales or exhales. Take one more inhale. Sigh out the exhale. And then slowly on the next in-breath, start to ease onto the back. Lift that right leg, the knee up towards the sky. Coming onto the back, bring that knee into the chest. And let's do a half happy baby here. So take that right arm to the inside of that right thigh, and then reach for your ankle, or if it's available, the outer edge of the foot, and then take the sole of the foot parallel to the sky. Bring the left hand on the left hip, and then just let this right leg open up. Should feel good. Nice, good stretch. Don't force it. Be and do what's comfortable for you. Big inhale, exhale, release. Hug that knee back in. Bring the left knee in to meet it. Rock side to side. And then let's go to the other side. So take that right leg, make it nice and long. Lengthen it on the mat. Hug that left knee in. Left arm goes out to the left side, palms down. Adjust the hips on the mat if you need to, and then as you're ready, big inhale, slowly exhale. Let the body twist to the left. Shoulder blades sinking into the mat. Breathe, nice steady breath. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Feel the body releasing and letting go. Take a nice big inhale, sigh out the exhale. And then on the next in-breath, slowly start to lift the leg. Bring the knee towards the sky as you gently roll onto the back. And then half happy baby on this side. With that left arm inside the left thigh. Grab ankle or outer edge of the pinky side of the foot. Take that foot up. parallel to the sky. Back body sinks into the mat. Right hand can rest on right hip to keep hips square. This should feel nice and yummy. And then gently release. Hug that left knee in. Bring that right knee to meet it. Rock side to side. And then soles of the feet onto the mat. Knees are bent, feet are parallel, legs are parallel. Walk the heels in. We're setting up for bridge. So get into the center of the mat, bring the palms down, press the forearms, the back of the arms, and the shoulder blades into the mat. Make sure that you have your natural curve of the neck, so the chin's not way down towards the chest, nor is it way up to the sky. It's neutral. Step the feet towards the torso and root in firmly. You really want to feel both feet grounded, as if you're standing in mountain. And then you really want to press the arms and the shoulder blades. That's where the majority of your weight is. You have support at the back of the skull, but you don't want to be crunching your neck. And then on the in-breath, lifting up the hips into bridge. Let the knees go slightly forward. Press into the shoulder blades. Engage the glutes gently, but not so much that you tighten them so that the hips can't rise. Keep the legs parallel to one another. Imagine that you're pressing a block, a yoga block between the thighs. Breathe here. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. And if you can, take one more round of breath. And then we're going to slowly lower down. So articulate the spine, trying to roll down one vertebra at a time. And then the tailbone comes down last. Step the feet to the edge of your mat. Bring both arms out into a T, and then just gently drop both knees towards the right, and then bring them up and drop them towards the left. Windshield wiper the legs. Releasing the lower back. And then step the soles of the feet onto the mat. We're going to go into waterfall. If you have a block, grab your block. If you have a blanket, grab the blanket. If you have no prop, just extend. You can just not use a prop, and we're going to extend the legs up to the sky. So I have a block. I'm going to take the block. I'm going to lift the hips and slide the flat side under my hips, and I'm going to find the sweet spot on the tailbone. Again, checking and making sure the neck is natural curve. The shoulder blades are supporting me. The arms are pressed firmly, and then I'm going to bring the knees directly over the hips. The shins are parallel to the mat, and then with a big inhale, I'm going to extend the legs. And then I'm just going to let everything sink in. So if you have no block, you're just extending the legs up to the sky. You're still getting the effects of a gentle inversion. Or you can come up next to the wall and swing the feet up onto a wall. It's another option. And this now, soften, close the eyes. The weight sink into the shoulders, into the arms. Relax the legs. Getting to slow down our practice. Working our way towards Shavasana. Feel everything softening and letting go. Just allow the body to be in this moment. And then release the right foot. And then the left. If you have the block or blanket, lift the hips, remove it. Again, lowering down, slowly articulating the spine, lengthening it. Extend both legs long. Take a big inhale, reach the arms overhead. Take a big inhale, lengthen, and try to reach the right fingers even longer. And then slowly start to press through the right foot and make it even longer. And then exhale, and then inhale, and now take the left fingers and make them long to meet the right, and extend that left leg long to meet the right. Big inhale, exhale. One more time, big inhale. Reach as long as you can with fingertips and with heels or toes, whichever feels better. Feel your body get long, big, big stretch. Big inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Release the hands and hug the knees into the chest one last time. And then let's come into full happy baby. So take those knees wide towards the shoulders or armpits. Take both arms inside the inner thighs, and then reach for ankle or the outer edge of both feet, and take both feet up parallel. And then think about the tailbone and the shoulders sinking into the mat. If you have no spinal issues and want to gently rock and massage the entire spine, you can certainly do that. And then come back to stillness. Either grab ankles or take your index finger and the middle finger and wrap it around your big toe, and then slowly straighten out the legs and open the legs into a big V. Feel that inner thigh stretch. Just go to your comfort level. If you can't reach the toes, you can grab the ankle or even grab by the calf or along, just below the knee, and support your legs that way and just get a nice stretch. So whatever works for your body. Take a nice big inhale, release, bring the legs together, hug the knees in. Big inhale. As you exhale, roll to the right side, coming into a fetal position. Symbol of rebirth, new beginning. Pausing there, and once again, receive our mantra. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. Slowly roll onto your back. Extend the legs long and to the edges of your mat. Arms by your side, coming into Savasana. Entering in with this sense of new beginnings, rebirth, with the words of the mantra in your mind, in your heart, in your soul. Give yourself permission to sink into a deep, peaceful rest. Feel the body free of tension. The mind is quiet. You are safe. You are happy. You are healthy. And you feel at ease. I will call you back, singing bowl. Completely surrender. slowly and gently begin to bring your awareness back to this space. Feel your body heavy on the mat. Begin to notice your breath. And begin to gently bring small movement back to the body. Start to gently move fingers, toes, deepen the breath. And then only when the moment feels right to you, begin to deepen your movement. Maybe stretch the arms out or overhead. Maybe wiggle the hips and shoulders on the mat. Maybe point and flex and toes and press the legs along. Whatever your body craves, what it needs at this moment. And when you're ready, take a full body stretch. Breathe in a big inhale. Stretch the body long, and then exhale, sighing it out if that feels good to you as well. And when you're ready, once again, bring knees to chest. And then roll to the right side again. Pause. Notice your body now compared to when you first came onto the mat. Remind yourself that this position is, yes, a rebirth. New start, new beginning. And once again, receive the words of our mantra, of our practice. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. Slowly, gently, with eyes softened or closed, press palm or palms into the mat and gently rise into a seated position. Bring hands into prayer hands and bring them into your heart. Take a nice, slow, deep inhale and sigh out the exhale. Take a moment for gratitude, for time on the mat, for this new day, for new beginnings. And receive my deepest gratitude for your sharing your practice with me. The light in me loves, honors, and respects the beautiful, beautiful light that shines in you. Bringing thumbs to the third eye, bowing, namaste. Thank you, everyone, for practicing with me today. Stay safe. Be happy. Stay healthy. And live with ease. Namaste.